We offer dance classes, voice classes, musical theater classes, and then private lessons for dance, voice, guitar, and piano. We were actually not using much of anything. We had signups happening on Google Sheets, Google Forms. We were using to schedule people, and we were running the studio mostly on our own without any software at all, which, as you can imagine, was a pretty big challenge. For us, what we realized is that for dance classes, you have many different offerings for class settings, and then you have a lot of different age groups. You have different levels within those age groups, and so there's a lot of moving parts. Also, very often and very common within any sort of class setting, but especially within dance, is folks that want to try out sessions and then maybe try out a new session, move from class to class. And so to be able to have software that can easily navigate that, both on the back end from the managerial side, as well as from the parent side, to be able to go in and sort of self-serve, self-select, self-sign up, try out whatever classes they want to be able to, is incredibly important. We know and have seen many other dance schools and other classes where the parents are having to call, and there's a pretty serious need for a receptionist, and that need is for people to help manage just switching from class to class, asking what classes are the right classes for them to be in. And so to be able to have a software that you can do all of that yourself as a parent when you're signing up, and then on the back end being able to do that seamlessly and easily, is unbelievable. And is really something that makes Opus One stand out from the rest of the crowd, is to be able to move students between classes with ease is something that none of the other softwares offer. It is quite a heavy lift, and it is very complicated. I want to focus on three key areas. One is for our clients, for our students, and for the parents that are signing up. For one, they can see all of our class offerings as well as what the tuition payment is, what the cost is, without having to register and create an account. This is huge. Any other software that I have looked at, you have to go in, you have to create a full account within a portal before you can access and truly see what the class offerings are, what the payment plans are that are available. And within Opus One, parents love to be able to get on and see all of that. They have full visibility into your class offering as well as what the cost is without ever having to create a login. So I absolutely love that functionality for the parent and for the student facing side of Opus One. Next is for our teachers. Our teachers are able to have also full access to the portal. They can see what students are signed up for their classes, which is very easy. They can make those changes themselves, and they can also take attendance all through the portal. They can set their availability for teaching within the portal as well. If they need a substitute teacher, you can manage all of that. But for them, they're able to log in and see, great, I have these 4 students today. I have these 8 students today. Oh, great, the class is full with 12. There's a 2-person wait list. They can see and have full visibility and full powers to be able to see it, which I find is very empowering for our teachers versus, hey, show up and teach this class and here's who's going to be here today. It also saves you the effort and the time that it takes to send a class schedule, print out the attendee list, taking attendance manually and having to transfer that into something. All of it is housed right within Opus One. The last piece of it is the ease for you as the person that is running the studio. It is incredibly easy. One, I mentioned it earlier, but the ability to create classes and then to move students between classes is easy. You can do something like set up a trial for a student to try out the class, and that will then hold their place in the class, right? There's little things like that within the functionality. It is incredibly detailed, incredibly nuanced, and very specific. And it's things that you don't think about you even need, but it is an incredibly helpful tool. On that trial piece, it's a great example of something where we have a class that the max number of students that can be in that class is 12. We have 11 people signed up, but we have one person that's trialing the class. And what that is great within Opus One is it means that for next week's class, it shows as full because we know someone's trying out the trial this week. And so next week, that class might be full because the person doing the trial very well might enroll. And what a bummer it would be for the trial student to trial the class. And then for next week, not be able to sign up for the class because someone else took it because it wasn't holding their spot. There's a lot of detail, a lot of nuance. I love to use that example because it shows how much thought is going into each piece of this software. It's more than just a scheduling and booking software. It really handles everything. I could go on all day with all the other functionality and features. In terms of making your life easy, it is incredibly user friendly to both teachers, managers, as well as the parents and their students.